Hey guys, it's Khalid from Fat Guy Skinny Wallet, and let me just move this out the way. I'm going to do a review of the NutriBullet now. I've been doing a bunch of reviews just trying to get stuff out the way, because I've been doing a bunch of reviews today, and there's a bunch of things that I now see that are in the camera that are part of other reviews that I've done or I'm going to do. Anyway, let's talk about the NutriBullet. So this is one of the cups here. This is the small cup, actually. There are two cups just like this. The other ones actually have food in them because I'm going to make things, so I'll just do everything with this one cup, and then I'll show you guys two recipes that I have. If you can call them recipes, I don't know, I just kind of throw stuff together. This is the first blade. This is the main blade that you use for cutting. As you can see, it has the 4 sharp blades on it, and then it also has these 2 flat blades that are here, and the other ones on the other side that are more meant to, I don't want to say just knock stuff around, but you have one part that does all of the cutting and dicing, and this other part does break things up. So that's kind of the best way I can explain it. You also have the second blade that is known as the milling blade, and it's not sharp. It's just what the other blade is on the bottom. It's actually used for nuts and seeds to kind of grind them. So you can grind things with it, which is great. And you also have the ability, you have that same grinding blade on the bottom of this blade, so you can throw nuts and other things whole into something that you want to cut up and turn into puree or emulsify it. So the blades actually screw onto the top of the cup, so you fill up the cup with stuff and then you fill it. This is the maximum. They have the little max line here. You don't fill it more than that with liquid. If you do, it probably will leak. So anyway, the blade actually screws on the top, and then you just throw it on the unit. And I'll actually show that in a second, but I just wanted you to see if I can unscrew it now. The blades go on. The great thing about this is that if you're making like a shake or a smoothie or something, a protein shake or anything in here, or ice cream, then you can just turn it into a cup that you can serve with. And you also have this other lid, this lip for the cup that comes with a handle. So it looks like almost like a sippy cup that's open. So you have all these nice little things, and I actually took advantage of this because I made a smoothie for myself and took it to work one day and just carried it in my bag just like that. So you get 2 of those. And now let me show you. You get one of these rings, but you also get one of these rings with the handle, so you really kind of get 2 of the rings. Let me show you the other cups. This is the big one. It has stuff in it, so you can see them side by side. I did this when I did the unboxing, but just want you to kind of see it again, so you can see the 2 side by side. Let me show you the other one that actually has stuff in it as well. And it comes with a handle that's part of the cup. So there you go. You can kind of see it like that better. Alright. So we're going to have some fun. What's in here? 1 banana. 3 Medjool Dates. Thank you, Annie, for using those. So yeah, I'm trying to show you by looking at it. That's a date there. This is the banana. Avocado. Mixed berries. I have 2 cups of mixed berries here, and because there's nothing that's really sweet besides the dates, I put a little bit of honey. Now this is raw honey that came directly from the farm. I feel a little better about using that than the other, as if, well, and then it does make a huge difference, but that's my way of kind of getting away with making it a little sweet. So anyway, we're gonna make this up first. I filled it up to here with water. It's a little bit past the max line, but there are some crevices that the water didn't get into, so I think it's going to be a wash anyway. So you just jam this on the top, throw everything in. I really hope there's not too much water. And what you want to do, since you just mushed everything down, is kind of work it down. Boy, I'm going to do this a lot. Just, this is the one bad thing with it. If you cram a lot of food in it like this, when you turn it upside down, all that food is crammed up at the top now. As you can see with the bananas and the dates and everything are smushed up in the top. So, what you do, you just drop it in there. You push down to start it. So I'll just show you that. Okay, so you push down if you just want to run the unit, but if you want to actually run it for a while and lock it, you can push it and then you turn it and it will lock in place so you don't even have to do anything. So I'm going to do it and I'll speed through, no sense in talking, and when I need to shake it up, I'll stop and tell you what I'm doing and why. I may actually have to open it a few times and work things around. Okay, so as you can see, the frozen berries have really worked themselves in and everything else is just a big mess on the bottom. So what I do, you can see what it does. The spinning action, yeah, it's a little wet. The spinning action creates like a whirlpool, I guess. And what it does is it creates a whirlpool in the middle so that it starts to work its way up. And then it starts to suck everything. Have you ever seen a whirlpool? Everything that gets around the edges starts to go down and go into the middle towards the hole. So that's what it does. It creates that effect and everything gets pulled down. And I have yet to have it where it's done and there's still little pieces of something that didn't get to the blade because it pulls everything down to the blade. Okay, don't mind me. It's gonna work this time. Watch. As you can see, we got just about everything, but this top, there's something in it that stopped it from going down. I'll just shake it up and that should be enough. The one thing, when you take the lid off, just make sure you're careful because a lot of the stuff sticks to the blade. If you snatch it off too fast, or even if you lift it too fast, you're going to get stuff spilling everywhere, especially if you need to use the blade again. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to wash the blade off. I'll show you what this looks like and then I'll put in the final product. Alright guys, I'm back and here's the final product. It's so refreshing. That's the best way to explain it. You get some sweetness from the honey and the dates, but it's very refreshing. The avocado makes it very creamy. So as far as the recipe is concerned, it's a good recipe. I'll stick it below. That's going to be a keeper. And then, of course, I already know this is ice cream. Now, it's not going to be as thick, I can tell you that right now, because it's been sitting in this cup like that for 20 minutes. So, but what I have in here is Ghirardelli chocolate powder, which is 15 calories, PB2, which is 45 calories. I have 2 small bananas, which work out to about 160 calories, and I have 1 scoop of protein powder. So, and that's optional, of course. Mine's protein powder is 140 calories. And then I threw in, there's some milk and water in here. Okay, so looks like it got it very well, but I'm expecting it to be a little watery, although it seemed to thicken up some at the end. I guess we'll see from the blade. Yeah, look at it falling off the blade. Yeah, okay. So the consistency is like a thin milkshake actually. Everything was sitting around for too long. That don't make sense. That don't, woo! Alright, I'm gonna stop talking like that if people make fun of me. Alright. That's some good stuff right there. Putting that below too. But anyway, overall, NutriBullet is a great product. Look how small it is, you know? This is my hand right here. Really. With all the accessories that you get, and you see how quick and easy, especially the ice cream, you see how quick and easy it was to do. And even when they're, so the great thing about this to me is I just made these 2 things here, and the only things that the only dishes that I have, because this got nothing on it. So the only dishes that I have are right here. Now that, of course, I'm not going to count this because I would have had a plate or a napkin or something to put that spoon on, but I didn't because I didn't want it to look messy. So this is it. This, we'll eat out of this, and then wash the blade. And that's it. So to me, having a self-contained unit like that is much better than having something like this food processor over here, where we put everything in. It may leave some clumps, some chunks, because it doesn't have a system to pull everything together as easily as this does. And then we have to wash this entire unit and then wash whatever dishes we've transported the food into. So this is a much better option for me. It's self-contained. You do have this bigger one. What we did was we made, actually, I made a gallon of juice, vegetable, and a smoothie, I guess you can say, vegetable and fruit, mix it all together. And so it took a while, because this is much smaller than doing it in something like that over there, which is, you know, pretty much a gallon, or actually half a gallon, I'll say. So it took a while to do it in these, but what I was doing was using all three. So I filled up one, and then put it on the NutriBullet, and then put the other one, filled that up, and then filled up the third one, so that I was always switching them and always had something going. And then I read the instructions and said you're not supposed to run it for more than a minute straight. So if you pick one up, make sure that you don't do that. Make sure you're a little more patient than I was. But it's a great product. It was $100. Like I said, check it out on Amazon. You'll get free shipping, and you'll get to see other reviews. Not just reviews, but ideas, recipe ideas, those things. It comes with the booklets. It comes with other things. I've linked to the unboxing that I did, so you can see all the paperwork and everything that came with it. But this is a basic unit here. What we did, actually, we bought it from Bed Bath & Beyond, and we used one of those 20% off coupons. It was $100, so we paid $80 for it. So it actually is better than the Amazon price. But the great thing about Amazon is you can read tons of reviews. Like I said, you can get ideas on how to use the product. You can get ideas on how to mitigate the risk of it leaking. It hasn't leaked once, and it's just because I was reading the things on Amazon and seeing why people were having problems with it leaking and how they corrected it. So that's all I have to say, really. The NutriBullet is great. You definitely should pick one up. I rarely use the food processor now that I have this NutriBullet. We can do quick things with it as well. You can take spices and herbs, and if you want to turn them into more of like a paste, or even just break them up. If you want to break them up, that's when you just push it down. You don't lock it. So you push it, get a couple quick spins, and take it off. So it's been great for things like that. And like I said, you can mill seeds with it, and nuts and other things. You can break those up. So sometimes I throw nuts into the ice cream, and it's great. Or you can use flaxseed or chia seeds or something like that too, and break it up. Or chocolate chips even will break up very nicely in the NutriBullet. I'll use that, of course, because I love chocolate. Alright guys, so that's it. If you got any questions, or if you want me to do anything else with it, just leave a comment below. If you have any recipe ideas, leave a comment below. That'll be great. And they have a book with a ton of recipes, and as I try more of them, if I like them, I'll come and tell you guys about them. Alright, so until the next time, be safe.